Today I'm going to show you all of the reasons why Honeymoon Island State Park is the most visited state park in the entire state of Florida. One of the reasons people visit this park is the trail system. I mean, just look at this. We're on an island right next to the Gulf of Mexico. If the wind weren't blowing on a quiet day, you could listen right out here. Well, right now there's a plane coming over, but you could listen right out there. To our right is the Gulf of Mexico. To be able to come out on trails like this, on an island, out on the Gulf Coast of Florida, is priceless. All right, guys, we got to walk it a little bit. We hit some sugar sand. I'm just trying to find out if there's something up here that gets me to the left, because I feel like that's where that little Pelican Cove is. I'm trying to find a fishing spot a ranger told me I might be able to access. Pelican Trail this way. Maybe we can pedal some more now. I think that cove is right over here. It's just a matter of where can I access it. So one thing this state park is awesome for is hiking and biking out on their trails. This is hard work. So we've been heading down this trail, but look right here to the left. That's all mangroves and water. You can kind of see, or at least I can, the opening out there. So I just got to find a spot up here, and my bug spray's back at the truck too, so is my fishing rod. I was just doing a little reconnaissance, but I need to find a spot where I can go up here and turn in and cast into this water. I think we could get some fish that way, don't you? Guys, I think this is saltwater. Yeah. This is all the tide has come up. We're out here on a full moon, which means tides are going to have much stronger swings than other parts of the month. Interesting. We came down that trail right there, and I was just coming down this way, and it looks like the trail continues on, but the tide is high right now. Right now is high tide, and this, guys, is actual salt water. I tasted this. You can see the trail goes up that way, or I don't know if this is the trail or not, but I mean, before I spooked them, there was all minnows up in this. But back over there somewhere is an open lagoon that I'm trying to get to. So I'll walk through this for a minute. Man, if I could get enough mosquito spray on and get an area out here, we could be onto something, guys. See, here's some minnows, some bait fish right up in there. You see them, guys? Right there. We just walked around. If you look closely, I don't know if you can see it, but up there is my bike. So we just walked around this way. It's like the trail continues through here, and then it picks back up. I just don't want to ride my bike through I don't mind riding through water, but I don't want to ride through the salt water, if you know what I mean. That ain't good for the bike at all. I did a little tiny bit before I realized, wait a minute, I'm in salt water. So I'm going to walk up here a little bit more and see if this gets me somewhere. We're so close to the surf. I can literally hear the Gulf of Mexico waves right over here hitting. Guys, right down here, you can, down in that area, down in there, there's some cool birds. There's also an osprey up in that tree, and then a nest up here. It's almost like we're in a little bird sanctuary back here. I'm gonna see if I can get some pictures without disturbing them too much. Here's what we're looking for, guys. This kind of access. I was hoping for something a little bit more accessible. Look how high the tide is. I mean, look, this is a freaking bench. That's where I'd like to fish out there, but it's a long way back here to haul the fishing pole to have this access. All right, guys, I think we're turning back. I think we'll find us a different spot to fish. One of the reasons people come to this place, guys, is because of the birds. We're on an island, but we're also next to the Gulf of Mexico. You can see when the tide comes up a little bit higher than normal that, you know, we're obviously walking through the salt water on the trail, but normally this is a dry trail. So you guys can come out here, especially in the little bit cooler months, and you know, where the bugs would be less. The bugs actually aren't bad right now. They kind of go in spurts up through here. When I say bugs, it was predominantly mosquitoes, but this is why people come to this park, to get out here on these trails and pick out birds and get some great pictures, or just, you know, great memories of some of the wildlife out here. So check it out, guys. They got some picnic areas here. They got a playground over there, and then we were just at the there's a little restroom facility. This is on the north end. Just a playground, couple pavilions, and a restroom, and some cold water, much needed cold water. So guys, we're back in the car, loaded up the bike, and I'm gonna go, just because of the tide, we're gonna go up here to a place on the south end called Pet Beach, or Pet Walk Beach, something like that. Basically it's a beach where it's designated for pets, but being that it's on the south end and it's on Hurricane Pass, for this area, it's supposed to be known for good fishing. So I brought a fishing rod and some frozen shrimp that we can cut up and see if we can put a fish on the line out here. But Honeymoon Island State Park is definitely known for a great spot to come fishing, especially if you don't have a boat and you want to do it from shore. Well, we have a couple signs here. We have this one saying the road's flooded. That's Pet Beach back that way. And then we have this thing saying water closed to public. But let's see if we can go catch some fish. Another trail leading back to Pet Beach, guys. There Here's what they mean about being flooded. That flooded sign was an understatement, huh?
It's been worse. It's not bad on a bike though.
Not so far, but if I spill, I go down harder than you guys. So guys, this is Hurricane Pass. We're on Honeymoon Island, and the next island over is Caladesi Island. And roughly 100 years ago, I think it was, a hurricane came through and turned this one big island into two islands. So you got Caladesi Island, which is only accessible by boat, and then you got Honeymoon Island, which you can get to by car. Now you can leave from here on a ferry and get over to Caladesi Island. You could also go over there by boat, and there's some great docks out there for you to dock your boat and even stay overnight. Check this out, guys. Got some mangroves right here. Man, this is cool. All right, I brought me some shrimp. This was left over from our Nature Coast trip. I see something moving out on the water out here. I'm going to try to cast out there before I walk out there, so I don't disrupt this water. I don't know if it's just little minnows biting. Or if that's redfish moving out on the water, tailing. Something's nibbling on it, guys. See it? I bet it's small. They might just be pecking that shrimp off there. All right, I'm gonna pull this in and see if I have a shrimp. They might have cleaned me off. Yeah, they cleaned me out. Guys, there's bait fish or something working this right over here. Let's see if we can cast over there. It's so hard to keep this shrimp on here though. Might have one, guys. Either that or you just took my bait. Something pulled it under. It was good. Oh, he's on, he's on. We got something on here, guys. Maybe he got off again. No? He's small, but we got something on. All right, we got a little mangrove snapper. Check that out, guys. Too bad it was, these got to be a certain length to keep. So we got to put him back. If he was like a grunt or something, we could keep him for bait. But check it out, guys. Can y'all see him? Pretty cool. Thank you guys. Thank you, buddy. Well, that didn't last long. There he goes. I was trying to show you the release. But look how pretty this is, guys. The bike's over here. We got some mangroves right out here. And then the channel that comes in from the Gulf and heads in, and normal Clearwater Beach and Dunedin over there. Beautiful out here. Hey, there goes the ferry that goes back and forth from Honeymoon over to Caladesi Island. More nibbles, guys. Oh, I think we got one. He's small, but we got a fish. Hopefully it's something we can cut up and use for bigger bait. Yeah, it's just a big pinfish. All right. There we go, guys. Now this we can keep and cut up for bigger bait. And then they won't be able to peck him off as easy. Guys, look how beautiful this is. I'm standing out here in 1.5 feet of water. The Gulf is way out there. Hurricane Pass is where that boat's coming through. That's where the hurricane divided the island back when. But you got this sand that's coming out here. It's going to get more and more because the tide's going down. And then you got the channel that comes through out here in mainland off to our left out that way. Super awesome out here. All right, guys. Well, we gave it heck for a couple hours. Basically, I caught that little pinfish, which is basically like bait. And then I caught that mangrove snapper. And that was it. You can see how much the tide has gone out. You can see the normal grass bunched up, and then it's moved all the way out. It's still moving out. But this was all underwater when we got out here. We made it back, guys. Let's go take a look and see if the Pavilion Beach Restaurant, Cafe, whatever, is open yet still. It's a little bit after 5, so maybe they're already closed. I don't know. It looks like they're closed. We might have just missed them, guys. But look at this view. So check it out. There's a cool place to sit here in the shade or out of the rain and eat once you order your food inside. Not sure what that entails because they're closed. But then you can come out here to the beach or sit up here and just see what's going on. All right, guys, we talked about the wildlife, we talked about the fishing, we talked about the trails. But let's be honest, one of the best things about Honeymoon Island State Park is its gorgeous beaches. I'm talking a coastline you can just walk and walk and walk and it never gets old. Looks like a lot of people out here waiting for the sunset. And it looks like it's going to be a nice one. Barely a cloud in the sky. Look at that, guys. That's definitely going to be a nice sunset. Look at all the birds out here, guys. That's pretty cool. Well, hey guys, that was an amazing sunset. I'm so glad we got to spend this one together. That's going to do it for us here at Honeymoon Island State Park. If you enjoyed this state park, there's another one here in Central Florida you're absolutely going to love. It's called Wekiwa Springs State Park, and you can watch the video right here.